What's going on, Joshua? I'm just gonna let everybody come in real quick. What's going on, Diego? Frank? What's good, LK? Three 313, Kurt. Hey man, shut up, Willie. Charles, what's going on, Brian? Captain Goodness. What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, that's about 25. So let's first and foremost, let's talk about today's game. Just got back home from the game down there. Pretty nice atmosphere down there as usual. Tonight was Joe Dumars bobblehead night. Another bobblehead just to add to the collection. As far as the game, the Pistons lost as I expected them to lose. Shorthanded against the Dallas Mavericks is a recipe for disaster, especially when you're facing Luka Doncic. And, I knew that we wasn't going to have any type of real help or solid type of defense down there in the paint. So just went out to enjoy this game. Definitely wanted to give a shout out to my brother DeCarlo, man. He looked out again as far as getting me there today. Wasn't planning on going until he hit me up yesterday, man. We'll also be going to the game Friday, but me and Big Willie, we went down there and we enjoyed ourselves. Even though we took an L today. I don't think L's are the worst thing in the world for us right now. So, with that said, tough night defending Dallas, man. Tough night. Yeah, Dallas absolutely had to have this game. For us, it's a different story, the opposite direction. What's going on, Detroit basketball? Like I said, it wasn't nothing that I didn't expect. It was nothing that I did not expect. Powell, that dude is something else, man. It's not even just that, to keep repeatedly talking about this thing, but with Cade Cunningham not being able to draw as many fouls as he should, like I said, he got another tech called on him tonight, another technical foul on him tonight. Out of sheer frustration, which he should be, man. Like I said, we going to the basket. We trying to draw contact, and you just won't give it to us, man. And you know what? Yeah, Sadiq Bey, us being live at the game, we kind of get a different outlook on it. Dallas did a hell of a game plan for Sadiq Bey. They made sure that Sadiq Bey did not get comfortable shots tonight. Especially after him coming off a game scoring 30 plus. I'm probably sure they game planned that because they did a hell of a job on Sadiq Bey tonight defending him. But the Pistons we couldn't penetrate. We couldn't penetrate to save our life, man. I mean, it was just bad. It was bad, man. So I don't know, man. It wasn't nothing that I didn't expect, to be honest. I knew they was going to kill us when it came to penetrating and kicking the ball out because, like I said, we don't have nobody down there to be a force. So, Key played well. He played well. Pickett, so. But, to see those guys get an opportunity and play well, that was big time. Cade was Cade tonight. But like I said, Cade should have had way more points. He should have had way more points than what he had, man. That's the frustrating part about it because that Cade should have been going to the free throw line much more. Just our guys in general. Every time we attacked the basket, man, it was no good for us. We just could not draw fouls like we should have, man. 3-on-3 J-Mo, what's good, bro? Just saw J-Mo at the game. He'll be there Friday as well. So, Shout out to J-Mo, man. Make sure that y'all go and follow J-Mo, man, and subscribe to his channel. But yeah, yeah. Oh my God, Luke, bro, you talking about the amount of flopping, which you got to expect. It's Luka Doncic playing against a bunch of young guys, some guys that have no name whatsoever. So he's gonna get those calls. But bro, the flopping was real today. And that challenge call with Isaiah Stewart, bro, my man literally just flopped, bro. He pulled Stewart down. So yeah, it was something else, you know what I'm saying, seeing that live in person, man. What's good, David Jackson? Kawana, I see you in the comments. So here's the thing. We going into our final 2 games of the season. Last home game Friday. As far as the race goes, the Pistons are in a solid place right now. Like I said, the percentage, when you look at the percentages, the Pistons are fine when it comes to that. All we need to do is wait on the lottery balls. These teams, they need these victories. So I think we're in a good place. Talking about Jeremy Grant, man. I posted a picture on Twitter of Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant was out there with some Super Samurai pants on, man. I don't know what this guy was wearing today. I gotta show y'all. I have to show y'all. I just have to, bro. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for y'all. Let's do it this way. Jeremy was out there dressed like the Black Samurai, man. Oh my God. So let's do this. We're gonna pull up a new tab and let's go to Twitter. Oh, man. All right, so as soon as it decided it want to load, let's go here. So this is the tweet that I put out. This guy, I don't know what the hell was going on in Jeremy's mind, man, but this dude is out here in some straight up Super Samurai pants. I don't know what is this going on right here. Somebody got to explain, Jeremy. And your boy Corey ain't no better. Corey out there. I don't even know where Corey found the sweater he had on, bro. But I swear it was a sweater I could have sworn I took childhood pictures in this sweater. It's like a 1985 sweater. I don't know what's going on with the wardrobe department. But boy, I mean, goodness. Yeah. Those boys was murdering the wardrobe department, man. I gotta show y'all Corey's sweater, bro. This was yeah, definitely a 90s flashback sweater this man had on. Here it is. I don't know what it's about, bro, but the colors is green and black, and it's literally like the oldest looking sweater I've ever seen in my life. Diallo was just out there as a pants and a t-shirt. He get it. He understood the assignment. But those other 2 guys, I don't know what's going on with them. Somebody need to talk to those brothers. But Jeremy always wear that, though. He always wear that. Yeah, had them bell bottoms on. But yeah, absolutely, man. So, like I said, we got to appreciate these last little couple of games. Either though, we taking the L's is a good thing for us right now, but we about to get ready to hit the off season, man. I am not ready for the off season. I am not, man. I feel like we just got this team after the All-Star break. The whole first half of the season was just like a blur. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just got to basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not ready, man. I'm not ready for the off season. we got the draft and everything and all of that, but after that, man, it's gonna be so dry. So we better appreciate everything we got going on until the draft and post draft. Because yeah, it's gonna suck. It's definitely gonna suck. I know a lot of people plan on going down there Friday for opening day. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It definitely looked like it's gonna get rained out Friday. So, that was something that I just felt like was gonna happen, but nothing else, nothing is telling me otherwise right now. So yeah, it may suck. And that's just one of the disasters we get for, having living here in Michigan. So, we don't, Michigan doesn't know what it wants to do half the time. So unless something changed tomorrow, because it only take a day to get a different forecast here in Michigan, but it's not looking good for Friday, man. Open the day, like I said, man, and then a lot of people plan on going to the Pistons game later on that night, which I will be at. So if you do go to the Pistons game, make sure that you guys get there early enough. They usually on the last day, last home game of the season, they may have some things, man, in the storage department that they want to give out. So make sure that you guys most definitely get there early enough. Yeah, I see your post, Kawana, and it ain't making no sense. That's why I ain't say nothing. The Pistons are not going to be this bad next season. That's why I didn't say nothing. Good grief. Do you stream 2K? No, not currently right now. I tampered with it for a little bit, but even with this laptop, I don't like what I'm getting from this laptop. So I'm gonna wait until I get myself a stronger laptop before I do that. But I do play. I play a lot, to be honest. Boy, I tell you, y'all something else. I said Drummond going to the finals. Brooklyn probably will. If, like I said, if they stay healthy this time around, yeah, I don't think Milwaukee gonna get as lucky as they did last year. So they got a chance. Absolutely got a chance. Yeah, Drummond got to stop with them weave braids, bro. I don't know. Somebody need to counsel that child too. Like, these dudes are weird, man. I've never seen such a weird generation of people in my life. Like I said, we used to wear extra big t-shirts and stuff like that, bro. But bro, it's like you don't even know what's real these days. All the fake hairlines, the fake hair, period. Dudes are bald and then come out the barbershop with braids. Like, what is going on today? Everything is fake. The clothes are terrible. Today, this dude, a grown man out there today with a red sparkly bedazzled belt on in front of me, and his pants were so tight he couldn't even get them up past his thighs. So yeah, that's the world we living in today. Who do I want for the Pistons draft? I'll give it to you in this order. Jabari, Banchero, Chet, Duran, Ivy. Those are my five. I'm not really on the Ivy train as much as some people are. I still want a forward. I want a forward center. Either or, forward or center. Deuce, what's good, bro? You gonna be at the game Friday, Deuce? Deuce in the building, y'all. And make sure y'all also subscribe to Mike's channel as well, man. Especially want to see some great edits, man, and some funny content but also some good content at the same time. Make sure y'all check out Mike's channel, especially his TikTok. You'll be at the game, Mike. Good, man. I know I seen 313 J-Mo here earlier. He said he'll be there. So like I said, man, this is the last home game. So if you guys can find some type of way to get tickets or get there, get there. You working? Yeah, I'll be there. Absolutely, man. I said just got to enjoy the last home game of the season. Got to. We playing a good team too, so we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, I just tonight I was just frustrated, man. It wasn't the fact that we lost; it was the fact that the fashion of the way that we lost. A lot of the foul calls was driving me absolute crazy. It's the same thing as the last game I went to, man. The refs just they rub me the wrong way in person. At home is one thing, but when you're there at person, like in person, this is like, bro, it's like, come on, man. Did get an opportunity to see Cannon. Cannon was there, not too far behind the bench. Cade's daughter was there. It looked like that was Cade's daughter, too. Shout out to Cannon Cunningham, man. Yeah, those refs was, bro. It was like, come on, man. What's going on, Brody? Say you be watching from the sidelines. My man right here, man. Yeah. We was all pissed. We was all pissed. Yeah, man. Like I said, just a lot of head shaking going on. Like I said, you can't expect K not to be frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It was just obvious. Like get his guy a call, bro. How many times did he go to the free throw? I think he went to the free throw line, twice tonight? Let me see. I mean, hella contact. He got to the line tonight a couple of times, about 4 or 5 times. Well, no, 2 of those free throws was a clear path foul. So I would say, yeah, about 3 or 4 times tonight. Yeah, like I said, all of those free throws weren't from foul calls. Those were one of them was a clear path when Brunson grabbed him from behind, which actually pissed me off even worse. I agree with Gregory Kelser, man. They really got to do something about these dudes. This even not just a clear path foul, but these dudes, even with this foul from the side, I don't care if from the side or the front. Like you're making the game less exciting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to really do something about that. Like if you can't catch up to the dude, then so be it, bro. That's why what did I just say? Jabari Smith, Diego. I was just going over my top 5 list. Last time I seen with Shaden Sharp, they had him going to Portland at number 5 with that number 5 pick. That was the latest mock draft that I seen for Shaden Sharp. He was going to Portland at number 5. Y'all cooking for Easter? I don't celebrate Easter, Kawana. It's Passover. We don't. Hell no. Nah. I don't like bunnies and eggs. No, we celebrate the actual real day. Around that April 15th mark. We don't do Easter in this house. It's not for the kids. Yeah, they was chanting, "We want Boban." That was funny, man. And they kept putting the camera on his face. But yeah, they was trying to get Boban in the game. Boban always gonna be a favorite here. always going to be a favorite here, man. Most definitely, Joshua. That's what it's about, you know. My dream starting five for next year. Man, that's a tough question. Whoo, that's a tough question because, like I said, I don't know who's going to that backcourt. I don't know who's going to start at 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying, in that backcourt. If K is going to start at point guard, if we get somebody else, or is he going to start at shooting guard still with somebody else, or I don't know, man. Unless something drastic happens in training camp and in preseason with Killian, he probably still comes off the bench. So I don't know what we do in that situation. So at least the top end of it, I don't know. And then, like I said, it's too early. It's just too early. It's too early because the draft, free agency, is too early for you to get my dream starting five, man. Because you just don't know what direction, Troy Weaver is going to go. But as far as some people I would like to see him pulling here, obviously, is Mitchell Robinson. You got your pipe dreams out there with Ayton and stuff like that. But feels still the same about Brunson. Yes, I like Brunson. I'm telling you, I like Brunson a lot, man. But I don't know, man. It's the price tag. It depends on what the price tag is going to be. Like I said, I like him, but I don't know if I like him enough to make him the guy that I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see with that situation because Brunson was nice tonight, but Spencer Dinwiddie was just as nice. So it's like, I don't know, man. When it comes from a money standpoint, Mo Bamba is definitely something realistic, man, because after this draft or before it or whenever, I truly think he's out of the door. He's the odd man out in Orlando. Right. I was making jokes to Willie all game about that, man. Like when you at the game, it literally looked like two of the same people out there watching Edwards and Brunson run around, dude. Two little bow-legged dudes running around with braids. Oh man. Yeah, I know he's restricted free agent, but like I said, they probably ain't gonna give you too much fight because I think they just want to move on from Mo Bamba. Oh man. I'm like, these dudes look like twins out here running around, bro. Two little dudes running around. Hold on, y'all. I just got a text. What them draft sims look like. Ooh. A lot of them draft sims, bro. A lot of them got Orlando taking Chet number 1 overall. I tell you that. That's been happening a lot. Every time I simulate, it's usually if they maintain and if they get the first pick, it's usually Orlando, Chet Holmgren. Every time. But usually it's Holmgren there. It'll be something like Jabari or Paolo to Houston, because I've been getting a lot of Pistons at the number 3 pick in most of my simulations. A lot of the simulations and a lot of the mock drafts that I seen too. The mock draft that I seen today had it had that same order. It was Chet to Orlando. It was Jabari to Houston, and then it was Paolo to the Pistons. You know, which I know Cade is a big fan of Paolo. Yeah, they putting too much pressure on Jaden Ivey already, man. They really got to stop comparing that boy to John Morant and all of these crazy comparisons, bro. I like the kid. He's a slasher. He can attack the basket, but bro, they really got to stop. That kid is nowhere near no damn John Morant. Walker, you know, like I said, it's not really my off season yet, so I haven't really sat down and watched no real film yet. Like I said, everything I've been watching has been live as far as tournament things like that. When I get into my mock draft season, y'all know how we go every year. I'm gonna have my guys ready, so I'll let you know around that time. Randall, you are not wrong at all. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. He is. He definitely is. Yeah, he's not no John Morant. I'm not looking for somebody to come in and make the Pistons bench exciting. I'm looking for them to use a top 5 pick for somebody that's going to contribute. So, no. This is top 5 pick territory. I just feel like we just need to continue to get bigger. Guys like Kelly Olynyk are dead to me. so there you have it. That's my opinion. I like Keegan Murray a lot. I really like Keegan Murray a lot. I wouldn't say no, he is definitely overrated, Corday. They are calling this man John Morant. That's why we're saying that. We're not saying that he's not good, he's not talented. But they comparing this man and calling him Ja. To me, you out your damn mind if you think he's John Morant. It's a more skilled and athletic Stanley Johnson, if you ask me. Oh man. Man, if we can get them picks from Portland, hell yeah, I'll do it. I love Jeremy. But bruh, for that, yes. Yes. I can get my guy with my top possible top 4 pick. And then at 5, I can get it. Man, you can get Banchero or Jabari Smith and Duran or Ivy or you can go back farther with the latter pick and get somebody like Williams from Duke. You can, like I say, you can mix some things up. You can definitely mix some things up, man. With those Portland picks, they need to. I mean, Portland. Listen, Portland as a franchise, they usually don't get things. But one thing they need to understand: you're not at a point right now where you're rebuilding. You're past that point. You're not rebuilding anymore. Going to get guys to help Lillard is what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing. You're not going out to draft your number one guy. Your number one guy is still there. You failed to get this guy enough to be successful. You need to be acquiring people to help. That's what you need to be doing. They have to. They got to, man. You got to get serious and go and get that man some help. Yes. Yes, Grant will help a lot. They need that. They need help, bro. Like I said, those conversations on the court with Jeremy Grant when we played Portland, you can best believe that's what it was about. It wasn't about the nearest restaurant. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, and that's one of my early evaluations with Paolo. At least watching him from a live standpoint, I wouldn't. He gets a little. He gets a little fugazi when it comes to that part of the game. Sometimes it's not always. It's sometimes. It's definitely sometimes with him. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man? Nothing much, nothing much.
Like I said, man, we just sitting around, getting ready for this draft, man. Like I said, I'm so ready to get going and start locking in and watching some of these guys. You know what I'm saying, a little bit closer, so I can figure out what's our best option right now. My guy is still Jabari. Like I said, I it's just still him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So out of all of them, uh, I've seen his man in some really, really big clutch moments step up.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So right now he's still a guy. But then like like I was just talking about, we was exploring those trade options, obviously with Portland for those picks, and then like I said, we was to do something crazy like that and acquire those picks, man. It's so many things that you can do. Like I said, you can go and draft one of those three guys that we all been talking about, and then you can go and get Ivy or Duran, or with the latter pick, you can pick up a guy like Williams from Duke. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely help yourself in a big way to where you may not have to do much or be that active in free agency.
True. True. You preaching to the choir on that Jabari pick, man. Like I said, he had a lot of clutch moments, and every time I hear people mention Cade and Ivy, they only excuse for choosing that or wanting that is, oh, it would be fun. Like,
Yeah, I'm not
uh,
looking for fun.
yeah, me neither. I want winning basketball, and Cade and Jabari would be a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Like that would.
I also don't want nobody coming in and take the ball out of Cade's hands too much. I really
No.
don't.
And like, I mean, Jay and Ivy, I even watched a few games. Like, I mean, his decision making is not that great to me. Like, I don't get what people's lure. I mean, I guess the athleticism, thinking he's another Ja Morant, but
They gotta stop with that, bro. Every
yeah,
time I see that, man, it make me cringe, man. Y'all, they gotta stop with that.
man,
That
dude,
man is not John Morant.
man, it's just I'm just tired of hearing low IQ, takes on certain things like this. Like, it's really annoying me. But to what you speaking on with the Portland picks, like, yeah, we could get some guys, and depending on where they land too, Doran, he seemed like he's going to be available maybe to the 8th, 10th
Somewhere around
pick.
that.
Yeah,
I
so
would say eighth, somewhere around that eighth, anywhere up in there. I would
yeah.
say, because like I said, Duran is somebody gonna get Duran.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and who I heard is real high on them is the Spurs, and it makes a lot of sense too,
Yeah,
because a lot of their bigs from recent years weren't athletic. They didn't have any athleticism whatsoever. So you give Duran that, and he already has a mid-range game, gritty. All he needs is that tactical mindset from Greg Popovich, and he could be something real nice, like real special and underrated. So
absolutely.
yeah, but if we can get him, there's no need to go into free agency, in my opinion. Now, maybe if we want to get a shooting guard or something off the bench, I don't know what. Nothing serious though. Like, if we go that route, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
Portland.
Yeah, I truly do think that's more realistic, but according to the rumors, is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sitting here telling you that that's what's going to happen, but that's just what the rumors was. So, and that was coming out of Portland. So
Yeah.
that's what we're going by. Which I still would do an extra pick in Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Give me those picks.
Yeah.
Like I said, because this draft in the first 10 players, man, you can definitely get some help. I will say that, to say the least.
And a lot of teams, like you said, is going to be in a position where they are desperate for an upgrade. Like, even if, it might not work out in their favor, they just want to do something. And in this free agency, Jeremy Grant is a highly valued, target, in my opinion. Now, we don't have to move him, in my opinion, but like I said, if the right thing comes through,
you got to click that link, Corday, if you want to come in here.
Yeah. Man, the Nets just pulled off a 20-point comeback against the Knicks.
Who?
The Nets.
Wow.
They just pulled off a 20-point comeback to the Knicks. Because if they
well,
lost, they would fell to the 10th seed.
You got the power. You got the firepower to do it.
Yeah.
You got them animals on your team, man. You got the firepower to do it. Like I said, they won that trade hands down.
Yes.
Hands down won that trade.
The East, it should be interesting. It should be.
Like I said, it's going to be interesting, but it's going to cause a lot of breakups at this postseason.
Yeah, and I'm here for it.
I'm all here for it. It's perfect for us.
Yes. I was like, man, as soon as we get the first pick, the East just gets so competitive, like out of nowhere. It's crazy. Then a lot of but I knew some of these teams had to be have disappointing seasons. Like the Bulls came out firing.
Right.
Right. Now they like 6 seed, a lot of injuries. But
yeah, them injuries, man, was destroying them. That's why they should have been aggressive and they should have got Grant when they had a chance.
Exactly.
But no.
They won't. Patrick Williams gonna come in and save the day. Come on, man.
That's it, man. These teams, they sit on their thumbs, man. Mm-hmm. What's good, RJ? Yeah, they sit on their thumbs about stuff. Yeah, for instance, you look all the way back to these jackass Lakers.
Yeah.
You had a chance to go and get some help. You know what I'm saying? You could have had some guys over there. You could have had Derrick Rose over there from before he went where he went.
Yeah.
But like I said, they was another team that just held they just sat on their thumbs, bro. I don't understand it. Yeah. And LeBron bet not, man. LeBron bet not play. He better not play to try to get that damn scoring title. If he do, man, I've been through with LeBron, but I'd really be through with LeBron if he was that, bro.
Yeah, that's thirst. That's real thirst. Like,
right, like that's not GOAT activity. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we hear you.
Okay, cool. What's going on, y'all?
We talking to LeBron right now at this point. We talking about, like I said, this man better not play and try to get that damn scoring title, man. Like that's that. If he does something like that, man, that seals the deal completely for me.
What do you need to play 2 more games?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Didn't play when your team needed your ass. Now all of a sudden you healthy after y'all get eliminated.
Right.
It ain't nothing to play for.
I mean, I think LeBron done anyway with the Lakers.
Yeah, man. It only take one disappointment for him, and then he flying out of there on you.
say he on the first flight out.
Man,
grabbing his little man purse and leaving.
Yeah, you saw that with in the press conference. He grabbed his little purse
with his socks on, with his long socks.
Yeah, high top socks.
Right, man. Yeah, like I said, just like I said, who y'all think coming out the East, bro?
It's so up in the air in the East.
I mean, if all goes well, because last year a lot of injuries happened, a lot of unprecedented things happened, but
right,
if all goes well, which rarely happens, I think the Nets is going to come out the East, and if not the Nets, the team that I might have shocking, because I don't think, for some weird reason, I don't think the Bucks is going to get there again. I don't think they're going to get there. might be the Celtics, but they're wishy-washy too. Like a lot of these teams, I don't know.
How long is Williams supposed to be out? He was a big piece for the Celtics.
I don't know. A lot of those big men, like Robert Williams, they get injured at the worst times.
Yeah, like right before the playoffs too. Yeah.
So I honestly don't know, but I want to see Drummond actually get a fair shot at this, this year because
he got a fair shot.
Yeah, because like I said, everybody was trashing him when he was on the Pistons, but like they were painting him like he was the number one guy. He's not that. He's a complimentary star.
Yeah, he's never been.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I want to bring in somebody real quick. This should be interesting. What's going on? You living in Detroit, trader?
There ain't no trader, man. That's just spitting facts, bro. What's going on, man?
Listen. This dude here. Listen, we went to high school together.
No, we didn't go to high school. We just worked at the airport together.
We worked at the airport together. Now listen. First he was a Spurs fan. Now he's a Clippers fan. So I want to know who's your next team.
No. It's the Clippers, bro. It's Clippers. It's Clippers. Listen, man. I'm glad you invited me on this chat, man. And like I said, I talk a lot of shit about the Pistons. You already know I talk a lot of shit, but I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real. I see a lot of potential for this Pistons team next season. I really do.
I appreciate you saying
I
that.
see a lot of because you know what I had to sit back and think like, damn, King's been on this journey with this Pistons, and I was saying first, man, Troy Weaver don't know what the hell he doing. Troy Weaver, he screwed up the whole team. Even though I still personally believe that Bruce Brown shouldn't have been gone. I personally believe that no. If you really think about it. Really think about it. Bruce Brown was not a bad player when he was with the Pistons. It was a Dwayne Casey guy. That was Dwayne Casey guy.
He is.
I just think that they shouldn't trade him. That's just my personal belief. Okay, if you want to say the Luke Kennard, that's fine. You let Christian Wood walk as a free agent, and then you can sign Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant is not a number one guy. We all know that. He's not a number one guy. He may be a number 2, number 3 guy.
He's a 3 if you ask me.
Right. I just, I see the progression of K Cunningham, and I'll say, Evan Mobley is going to win. He's going to win Rookie of the Year, but it looks like it's going to be K Cunningham. I can't see Evan Mobley. He's out. He's hurt right now. I can't see it. But I see K Cunningham winning it. I'm going to be honest.
True.
And it's crazy that they down.
Look, here's the thing. This is why, like I said, one thing about Daryl, the reason why I fucks with Daryl, because Daryl is honest. He's not a fringe person. You see a lot of Pistons fans, they like to talk smack about the Pistons in secret, and then, when the Pistons do well, here they come. Daryl is real with it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it pissed somebody off or not. And that's why I got respect for it. You know what I'm saying? I have respect for it simply because of that. But I want to bring somebody into the show. Very, very, very special guy for me. Mr. Prevey, man. My man DeCarlo, he's the one that's been hooking me up with these games. And like I said, he's been a subscriber for a while, so I appreciate it a lot, brother. But what's going on with you?
What's happening, family? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clear.
Oh, there you go. What's up, YouTube family? Everything King fam, we up in here. How y'all feeling tonight?
What's good? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I was already feeling great, but I'm feeling great.
He done fell out, man.
So, hey, King, right quick before we go back to the Pistons thing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the whole Lakers situation?
LeBron continues to be a coach killer. The Lakers they sat on their thumbs when they should have went and did something better in free agency. Anthony Davis was an absolute bust for what he was worth as far as this season. Like I said, in the bubble situation, yeah, they was a little bit more lucky. But he continues to be hysterical when it comes to staying healthy. Avery Bradley picking him up, I don't know what the hell that was about. I just say a lot of the things that they did was very questionable to me because Westbrook was the icing on the cake. Westbrook is not a team player. Why would you even bring him over there? LeBron has changed a couple of guys, but Westbrook is the ultimate. He is the ultimate ego king. Nobody's going to change his ego. That's why Kevin Durant got away from him. So that was a red flag in itself. So, like I said, a lot of the things that the Lakers have done is the reason why they are doomed right now. That's my opinion about it.
And I agree with you. The only thing the Russell Westbrook, I can't put all that on Westbrook. I can't put that on him because at least with Russ, yes, he's not a good shooter at all. Yes, he's not. He's the guy that could facilitate. He just, when you get on the LeBron's team, you're always going to be like the second or third wheel. And it's like with Westbrook, he was like mostly the third wheel. And even though when LeBron was out, Russell, if you really notice, LeBron was out with them injuries. Russell played better. And then when LeBron was playing or AD playing, Russ is a shell of himself. I just think that if I'm the Lakers, I would trade him.
That's going to be tough to do.
That's the problem because that $47 million.
Yeah. He's another John Wall case.
Well, this is the thing with the Russ thing. Like, he is eligible for a player option. So he's going to pick that up. And you're not going to be able to move him until January. So you're going to be stuck with him for the first half of that season, which could chalk it up again. So you lose another year with LeBron. And you done threw away about the next 5 years of your picks. That's the only saving grace you had to get LeBron in the first place, so he could trade those young players for AD. And you done threw your whole 5 years away, so you're gonna suck, and you're not gonna benefit from the rewards of it through the draft.
But at the end of the day, though, like I said, still good luck finding somebody that's gonna want to pick him up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you have to be half crazy, and maybe the Sacramento Kings do it. They've been stupid lately.
Well, Sacramento not good. They the dumbest.
They got Joe Dumars. He like to do stuff like that.
The only way they trade Russ though is if they attach that 27 pick, which they said they don't want to do. But that's the only way they trade him.
It's over in LA. Yeah. It's over.
It's over, yeah, for the Lakers, yeah.
Yeah, for the Lakers, it's over.
It's over for the Lakers.
And they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
They did it to themselves. A lot of boneheaded decisions, man. That's why I appreciate Troy Weaver even more, because he didn't bite on a lot of stupid things we could have did out there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's go back to the Pistons, man. Let's go back to them, man.
Well, go ahead, man. What else you want to get off your chest, Clippers fan? What's good? There you go, DeCarlo.
Listen, I listened. I didn't watch the game. I listened to it on it wasn't on 97.1. It was on AM 950 because of the Web Wings game. But anyway, I listened to it. Pistons played pretty decent until the end. I just think they played pretty good on Luka.
Yeah. Couldn't do nothing in the paint.
Couldn't do nothing. And I think the Pistons
big man killed us.
Season, they need to go get a big man. They need to get a big man that's going to read. Isaiah Stewart just he's
Isaiah's not a big.
No,
he's 6'8". He's undersized. We all know that. But in order for him to work, he has to have a big with him. Has to. And tonight was another night where he knocked down pretty much all of his 3-pointers. So if you want to keep him around, you got to have a Rasheed Wallace with him.
Yeah.
Got to.
You're right. You're right. That's what Troy Weaver needs to look at. We need to get a solid big man.
Do y'all think Isaiah Stewart can probably play that Draymond role? Like, not facilitate as much or put the ball in his hand as much, but operate just doing like flare screens, pick and rolls, things like that, handoffs, and then he can pop out for the three. He showed that tonight that he can shoot a little bit.
Yeah, over the last 3 games, he's been knocking down his shots from 3-point land. It's taking us back to rookie season.
Right? Exactly.
So like it confirms what I said the first half of the season, because he wasn't taking them at all, and I felt like that was just
coaching. They didn't want him to do
coaching. Right? Exactly. That was part of the game plan. But he definitely been knocking them down. So like I said, next season, that has to be a big part of his game if he want to continue to be a starter. It has to.
Yeah. Yep.
You got. Hold on. Wait. We can't hear you, DeMarc. We can't hear you, DeCarlo. Yep. Still can't hear you. Go out and come back in, because sometimes that's what StreamYard do when you're on the phone, but we can't hear your voice. Yeah, but like I said, if he want to continue to start, that's just going to have to happen. He's going to have to be able to knock down that because he's open too often.
Yeah, too often. He's just looking.
Yeah, he set the screen, you pop out, he's wide open. Got to take that shot. Not only that, tonight he thought about a shot that I wanted to jump down there on the court, man, because he had a 15-footer wide open, and he thought about it and didn't take it. You got to take that.
Was it on the baseline?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah. Yes. I'm like, Stu, you got to take that shot. But the Pistons did that overall tonight. It was times where you seen K do it. It was times when you seen Sadiq do it, where they were thinking about these shots, man. And it was a point where they was being a little bit too unselfish, and they was passing up open threes.
Mm-hmm. K did it once. He had missed a 3, and then the very next possession came back. He got the open 3, held it, and then pump fake and drove to the rim and shot the floater.
Yeah. So,
they got to shoot it, man. Yep. Just got to get that confidence.
Just growth. Young players, just growth. They'll get it. That's what you got to think about it. These guys are out there playing right now without true veteran support.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So those veterans, once they get some good veteran report and free agency, veteran support and free agency, like I said, and we have some guys come back healthy next season, I think that'll help out a lot, man, as far as those decisions, because those veterans are definitely getting in your ear and say, hey, you got to shoot that shot, bro.
Yeah. This is neat veterans done, not like Kojo. Kojo's not.
Hey, listen, I don't mess with Kojo no more. Kojo, hey, more power to you, brother. Final games of the season coming up. I'm done talking about Kojo. Kojo is a nice guy, man.
Yeah.
But him out there playing 30+ minutes for the first half of the season and more drove me absolutely insane.
I know you. I used to be like, King, man, Kings be every time coming on this post game video. Oh man, Kojo, man, why in the hell he's playing 35 freaking minutes? Why?
I think that was the biggest issue with Kojo was it wasn't that he was on a team.
No,
it was the volume of minutes he was getting at the sacrifice of cats like Saban and Killian.
Bro, it's not even minutes. It's the fact that he was starting next to Cade.
Yeah,
you starting Corey Joseph next to Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and you could obviously see like the other team is targeting Corey Joseph every
for sure.
Yeah. Corey Joseph is the tank god. That's what that is.
Can I say something that ain't nobody been talking about recently?
Go ahead.
If this offseason go right and we can get either Jabari or Paolo, we trade Grant, or even if we keep him, but consider both of those options. We don't really go out and go get a big man like a Aiden or like a Miles Bridges. I think we go get a 2-guard. Somebody that you can put next to K, because I don't really see Cade and Killian as a starting backcourt. I think Killian need to stay in that bench role.
Yeah.
Kojo need to just vanish off the roster.
He will.
You put a 2-guard with K who can also shot create, but can put up 15, 18 a game too. I think we got our starting lineup.
This is where I have my problem with that, and the reason why I say.
But then there's nobody out there either.
Yeah, because like I say, you look at it, you got K. K's going to get his 20+ 30 points, you know what I'm saying, next season.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sadiq Bey and you got Jeremy Grant too.
Mm-hmm.
So bringing in another guy at the 2 with even that's going to demand the ball even more. Is that enough basketballs to go around?
I think I mean more of a shooter versus like just a consistent shooter. Like, okay, like I don't know if you see my tweet the other day, but I said if you was to put Luke Kennard on this team, it'll be perfect because he spaces the floor. He can shot create a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He can put the ball on the floor, but he's just that lethal shooter that opens the floor for everybody else.
I would say this,
and I don't think we have that.
If I want that at the 2, I have a 6'8" shooting guard. I'll fucking move Saddiq Bey to the 2 if I have to.
That's what we talked about at the game. Remember, I was like,
I would do that. I would move
that.
him to the 2, which is he shoots, but he also has shown that he can go to the basket now. Correct. I would do that. Put Jeremy at his rightful position,
the 3.
Absolutely.
Exactly what he is, because he's not a forward. It drives me nuts watching him play 4. And I would say, hey,
insert our draft pick at the 4.
Yeah, at the 4. I
Absolutely.
would do that.
That'd be a tall lineup, 6'6" and up.
I think that's problematic for everybody in the league at that point. That could be our advantage because that length on defense create them transition buckets, and then the rim become the ocean at that point.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea.
I would rather do that, man, because like I said, I don't know, man. I just don't want to waste no draft picks this year. You know what I'm saying? We can say that again. We can't hear you.
Okay, so all I was about to say was, so I would like to see, and they would have to go back in the film to look at this because Saddiq, he started out like 5'8", and then he just got this like these 2 big boosts of
growth spurts.
Mm-hmm. So technically, he still got that guard in him, but I'm wondering how whatever type of fitness program he would need to go on so that he maintains his strength, but he get a little bit more speed and flexibility to keep up with the 2s on defense. Because at that point, he's switchable from 2 to 4.
Correct.
While still playing the 2, and nobody can play
that. To be honest,
yeah.
I mean, this is my preference, right? Because my problem, because I've heard of Saddiq playing the 2, before this season, and my only problem was him putting the ball on the floor. Now, seeing that he is added to his game, being able to create his own shot, get to the rack, get fouls on a more consistent. He get more fouls than Cade, just going to the rack. So it's just I can see him playing that 2 guard now. I get what you're saying.
See, that's why I say that, because he gets to the free throw line. I think pretty much the most out of everybody except when Jeremy Grant's playing.
Yeah.
So like I said, he shoots the 3. He's taking you off the dribble, drawing fouls. Why not? Not
to mention his post game. His post game,
nice. It's wicked, and it solved the redundancy problem that happened with the draft. So what happened is them allowing Stewart to insist that he's a center. We know he better suited at a PF. Then they also had Grant trying to play the PF, but then they also had Saddiq that could play the 3. So it was like some position redundancy that I think moving him to the 2 will solve. And then that way it's not necessary to trade Grant.
For a couple of times I did see Saddiq play at the 2 in situations, I actually liked it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like I said, he's 6'8". You know what I'm saying? 6'8" for a 2 guard is a really good size.
Absolutely.
It's a really good size, especially defensively. It's a really good size. So
I agree.
I wouldn't mind it.
And you remember too, Saddiq Bey played the 2
in Villanova, right?
At Villanova, yeah.
He played the 2.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely did. What's going on, East Warren LB? One of the legends are here. One of the founding fathers of Pistons YouTube is here, man.
There we go. What up, though? What's that?
He was around in the beginning. If you want to come in here, man, I put the links in the comments. You can pop in here too, East Warren LB. But yeah, like I said, I don't know, man. The Pistons can do so many things. That's part of having, this versatility that Troy Weaver has created. They can go so many directions to add pieces or move guys around. Like I said, we still got a guy like Livers, I believe next season is going to be really, really good for us. You know, they're really, really good for us. He did something tonight I wish he would do more of, which is he came off that 3-point line and drove to the basket and did a reverse layup on the other side. We know, us as Michigan fans, we know Livers has the athleticism. We know he has it. I want to see the Pistons push him to do it more. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It's just
So,
a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, this will be a great offseason for a lot of these young kids because it'll be the first legit offseason. It's no weird COVID type of crap going on. There's no bubbles here. There's none of this weird stuff going on. They'll have a real and true offseason. They'll be able to train and really work on their games, man, because you got to be impressed with what you did see some of these kids do in these situations. You know, a lot of these players that we see in the league now that stars, they didn't have to deal with these type of, hard type of situations that we see in these kids deal with. So with them having opportunity per se, some guys working with Ashton this summer, some guys sticking around John Beeline, some guys will go off and do their own thing with their own personal training, but they'll have an opportunity to do that and really hone in on what they need to work on with their game. So it's only going to make us better next season.
Yeah. And you know what? In this Pistons team, I think it kind of reminds me of how the Memphis Grizzlies, they built for the draft when they, they say Mike Conley Jr., hey, thank you for your services. What you have done in with Memphis, it's time to, say we move on. They drafted John Morant. They drafted, Jaren Jackson Jr. Other guys, say the young core, that Memphis built, from the draft. And then look what they accomplished this year. The number 2 seed in the Western Conference. They playing such great basketball and they pay attention to details. And they think they 18, 19 and 2 without John Morant when he's playing. It's
20 and 2.
Ridiculous. And I can see this Pistons team can be like this Memphis team. Start building more from the draft to get some more confidence. Get like a couple of veterans, that are real veterans that's had the playoff experience, that have the championship experience.
Get some veterans that legit can say something to these guys. What is Corey Joseph telling somebody on the bench?
Coach say nothing, okay? None of them veterans and them. What? How many veterans on the Pistons they have? 1, 2, maybe.
They'll say Corey Joseph won the championship. Was Corey Joseph one of the head reasons why they won that championship?
No.
What the hell is he saying to me if I'm Cade or if I'm somebody on the bench? Shut up, Corey.
Yeah, where that chat person, I can't see their name at the moment, but what they not factoring in is like what he's describing when he says Memphis through building from the draft was able to afford paying Steven Adams at the rate at which he will find acceptable. And then he's that voice. And that's what y'all pretty much, I think, alluded to. There's got to be somebody bigger than Kojo or Kelly O.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want nobody from Gonzaga being a veteran telling my players nothing.
No.
Ain't no toughness coming out of Gonzaga.
Yeah. And they said, I can see the Pistons, a lot of Pistons fans, even including you, King, can believe that the Pistons can make the playoffs next year, even if they make the play-in next year.
Yeah, if they do it right, hell yeah.
Well, they stay healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Staying healthy is one of the biggest things because, like I said, since these guys, and they really still haven't had a real opportunity to play together, to be honest, because guys are still out. But they still been winning games, you know what I'm saying, since the All-Star break. And that's simply because the chemistry they building.
Yeah, and winning more than the Lakers.
Yeah. And beating big teams or also being very competitive and being in games against big teams is another thing you got to notice because these teams that they playing ain't no weak teams. You know what I'm saying? The weakest team we played over the last, 10 games is probably OKC or Indiana. But when you looking over the All-Star, after the All-Star break in general, we ain't been playing no slouches.
No. This how you know we coming up. When it's the top teams in the league that's always giving us the kudos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Durant and them or whoever else mentions like, yo, they a tough out. Don't sleep on them or expect big things from them soon because as y'all was saying, and we mentioned earlier, position redundancy can become like an asset. Like having Isaiah Livers and Sadiq on the same team, that's like interchangeable pieces. But now in this position, Livers can become the leader of the second unit doing the same thing that Sadiq gonna do with the first unit. So I think it can be an asset too. So I had a good question is, and this was something I've been contemplating is, should we get the vet point guard and the young big, or should we get the rookie point guard and the veteran big? Like, what do y'all see as being the most beneficial to the team as constructed at this point?
Veteran big, just
The
because
veteran big
he's
all day
bigger.
long.
Yeah, he's a
All
bigger.
day long.
As a kid, you look at somebody that's just bigger than you, been in the league. He been lasting. Somebody that probably been in the playoffs. They got some experience. You just listen to that more than somebody that you looking down upon, and you know what I'm saying, or somebody that just don't got that experience. Like who out there that we can bring in that's a point guard that can just not take the ball out of K's hand, but also provide that leadership.
And then, like
it's
I
hard
said,
to find that.
we got to really be, we got a lot of guys waiting in line still to play. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely going veteran big. Definitely, we need that. We really, really need that.
But the question is, who's out there? I mean,
right now you got to go for a guy like Mitch Robb. Right now,
that's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
You got to. He's you can't get a Drummond. That relationship is dead. Yeah. You can go and get Mitch Robb, who's also going to rebound and block shots.
As well as the important thing, and this is why I'm glad you touched on it that way with Mitch Robb, is like whoever that veteran big is, they still got to be a live threat because that takes the governor off the rental car.
Yeah, like it helps everybody.
Yeah,
ever since Bagley's been here as a live threat, it's helped everybody.
Yeah, because it seems like
so. Imagine if you get a true legit big. Listen, the problem with the Pistons is you've seen tonight with us not having a big. They couldn't get to the basket simply why? You don't have a pick and roll threat. So guess what? We can commit to the guards.
Yeah, triple down on the guards.
Yes,
for sure.
Exactly. So you've seen a bunch of arid floaters from Killian. You've seen K getting hacked, not getting fouls. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're going to get. If you get a legit big, if you get what Luka Doncic had out there, it's going to open up the game for not only him, but it opens up the game for the guys on the sides.
Remember when fans laughed about the potential of getting Powell, and look at how he punished them.
Yep.
Because it don't take much with the talent we have. They got to be just somebody that the defense has to respect.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the free agents. The only person I really see that we can really, really consider is Hassan Whiteside.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. You talking about lazy? Hell no.
No, he has not been the same since Miami.
Like I said, we're gonna have to go after one of them restricted guys, man.
Yeah. Now I would say this. Now Isaiah Hartenstein, I believe he's about to be a free agent with this season. Now, if he doesn't resign with the Clippers, if the Clippers doesn't resign him, I think the Pistons might have to go after him.
Yeah,
they can go a couple of directions, man. Like I said, to me, I just need him to do two things: block shots and be a live threat.
Like Gafford.
That's all I need.
Remember how much Gafford opened the game up for the teams he's been on that been dominating us, like Chicago, wherever he's at. And
big redhead motherfucker was dominating us.
Gafford.
From the Wizards.
Yeah,
he on the Wizards now, but with the Bulls, it started then. Like those games, he would look like Wilt Chamberlain against us.
Yeah.
You know who else I wouldn't mind if he could stay healthy? Thomas Bryant.
Oh, what? Yeah, he got.
Man, I was really high on him before the injury. You know what I'm saying? I still would take him, but
he
really was high on
somebody.
him.
Who they just trade for?
He was playing his best basketball before that injury.
Yeah. He reminded me of the cat from the Lakers that never got super good. Who was the big dude? The young big dude?
Harold.
Albino.
Oh, he's my Will Bynum.
No. The center Bynum. For the Lakers.
Andrew Bynum. My bad.
Remember how good his game was, but he couldn't be consistent?
Yeah, he couldn't stay healthy either.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Them knees.
Him and Thomas Bryant remind me of one another for that reason. Like mad game, but just wish they could stay healthy.
Drew, I see the comment. It will never happen ever.
Who they say?
Oh, you know who they said, man.
Let me see.
Aiton.
No, man. They said Drummond, bro. That would never happen.
Not happening.
I think he too scoring, man. We might have to change the owner for him to come back.
Yeah. Well, Tom Gores them did no. If you had an opportunity, it probably would cost you a very cheap price to get that.
Anytime he talk about how bad the Pistons treated him to his 2-year-old son before his son could even understand what he's saying, I think that's some heartfelt kind of scoring.
And
he was.
No, go ahead.
No, you got it. I was just about to say he was tweeting to his 2-year-old son. His 2-year-old son couldn't even read. He like, "Hey son, it's a dirty game out here."
Hey, listen, man. LeBron will never come here. Ever. I will beat his knees. I will catch him at the airport and Tanya Hart in his knees before he plays a game here in Detroit.
Hey, you know that happened in Detroit too.
Right. I'll call Tanya in the heartbeat like, hey, listen, I got this guy.
Get him together.
Get them knees together. Which I think he already starting to have problems with anyway.
Yeah.
My uncle done said, like, man, he really wish we had LeBron. I'm like, man, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, my uncle is like that Pistons fan from the dark times that just was just anxious to do anything. You know, he wanted us to get Russell Westbrook when he was available. He talked about he wanted us to get
LeBron leaves trails. He comes here. Dwayne Casey's getting fired. Troy Weaver's getting fired. Everybody gonna get fired because of LeBron, bro. He gonna start firing people. Everybody getting traded. He probably holds the balls too much, so he gonna get him traded like he did Lonzo.
Yeah.
It's gonna get bad, bro.
Hey, LeBron couldn't do that shit in Miami because Pat Riley wasn't buying that shit.
No.
Pat
If they didn't trade nobody.
Pat Riley wasn't buying it. He couldn't do that with Miami.
Or Mr. Hill beat some ass. Hey, Haslam ain't having it either.
Man, hey, listen, Jimmy Butler better get his ass up out of there on the first thing smoking because Haslam gonna mess around, whoop his ass over there. You see Haslam, man, bro. Yeah. He's a vet, but he will whoop. I'm telling you, dog. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, he out of pocket. He definitely gonna be gone. I don't know where he gonna end up, but he definitely out of there next season. Heck yeah. Bro, you on the sideline about to fight players and coaches. Man, he out of there.
That happens, man.
He out of there.
That happens, man. They was getting their ass whooped by Golden State without Clay, Steph, and Draymond.
Bro. You could tell that Jimmy Butler ain't used to nobody stepping up to him. One
thing that people don't understand with Golden State, man. Golden State, I don't care if you missing them players. Their style of play allows their success. Mm-hmm. You have Steph Curry, you have Klay Thompson. That's a plus. You got Jordan Poole, which I would love on this team, but he costs too damn much money. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that system allows them to play that way. You're probably gonna get you, especially on a team that's winning. You know what I'm saying? That's on a high wave. They're going to whoop your ass. That's what's just gonna happen. They built that team correctly.
No matter who they put out there.
Yeah, they built it correctly. That's the difference. Like I said, we was just out here. We had a chance to win today before the fourth quarter with 8 guys.
Yeah.
And what, 4 of them from the G League.
Yeah.
And this is a game that Dallas needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to think about that, man.
I think that showed the worth in our system. Like, it's coming to fruition. We just got to be patient with the process. Like, and it's something that I discuss with fans a lot. Like, they don't recall when Isaiah and them from 84 through 87 would like get to almost close to beating the Celtics or the Lakers and collapse in the fourth quarter. We got to go through that with this team. If we ever want to see them win multiple championships or at least be in the running, we got to go through that to go on the work team. Remember, for a minute, they couldn't get over the Nets.
This season, I wouldn't have it any way different.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect way.
The amount of adversity that they had to go through and the learning curve they had to go through. Yeah, I remember in the beginning, the first half
He
of
was
the
getting
season,
blew
we
out.
was getting our ass whooped, blew
Yeah,
out. We couldn't finish games. The teams was coming back on us, all type of stuff. They turned all that around. These kids,
for sure,
turned all of that around. Dwayne Casey with these young kids turned that around. You gotta respect that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I do. And like the one of those losses, the one that aggravated me the most was that Lakers loss. Like,
yeah,
we was up so much,
and
it's like when Isaiah Stewart got hit, it changed the whole dynamic of the game right there. Like that was the one I was like, oh my goodness, I wanted us to get that because it's like only time we get recognition is if we ball on like a team that has, all the national views and everything. Like, I mean, even though the Lakers suck for any reason, any team LeBron on, they getting on the national, television.
Hey, I tweeted this out earlier with a DJ Khaled photo. Joshua's major key alert. That's what I call Key, man. Key was out there. He was giving it his all out there today. I was proud of Key, man. Like I said, the situation, these guys, they just coming out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Just thrown on the roster, don't even fully know the offense. They just out there giving effort, and Key ass was out there giving it.
Oh, yeah, he put it up for sure.
He was giving it, man.
Yeah. Jamarco, until he something must have happened where his body language got real bad, but like with them clutch threes he was hitting, man, like
he just went cold. That's what it was. Like I said, some players when they go cold like that, they started to suffer a little bit as far as effort and energy. That's one of the young learning curves for him. But that's the difference. That's why Cade is so special, man, because when Cade is struggling or something like that,
it don't bother him.
Yeah, it don't bother. He keeps pushing. He pushed even harder. He can miss a shot, airball a shot. He'll still go try to get the rebound and put it back up.
And you know what, King? A lot of people ain't recognizing, like, at the beginning of the season, Cade off of an injury would have a little rust on him, like a lot of rust on him. But this game off of that injury, even though he wasn't like the most efficient, he had a good night and he contributed. Like when he had put Luka in the straight jacket, like those
plays, man. Hey, we was hyped.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We was hyped, bro.
Like, man, like he knows how to impact the game in multiple ways, and he's been that way ever since he came out the draft. So we really got one of those ones on that one.
You know it's a testament to that, what you just said. I don't know if y'all caught this week. I'm sure y'all probably did, but Stewart and a few other players said he's our leader.
Yeah.
In interview.
They know what to do. They know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They understand the assignment.
But think of this. Grant is still on the team.
Yeah, they know what it is.
Yo, that's special, man.
They know what it is.
We all knew. I mean, even from the because I watch a lot of collegiate ball too, like from the Oklahoma State days, man. That guy Cade was that guy, and it made no sense why they went so far with that talent. Like it was so I already knew it was the leader. Like
I see you in the comments, Sean from Half Court. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Sean's channel from Half Court, man, for World War Pistons. I think they got Saban in them, man. Saban them should be able to do the job. Saban is the MVP of the G League.
Oh, yeah. Saban's special too, man.
So listen, man. Like I said, with that, when you're looking at Cade, man, like I said, not only composure. I was rewatching before the game today. I was rewatching his 4-part documentary on YouTube. Y'all haven't seen that? Y'all
it's a good one
to watch it because you'll understand why Cade is who Cade is, where he comes from, and what built Cade that way. And they definitely spoke on that, how Cade just didn't get rattled. You know what I'm saying? He kept his composure. A lot of his game, what we see in the post, some of those post moves, mid-range things that comes from his brother. Cannon could have been a pro, but Cannon decided to go the coaching route because that was his passion. So y'all need to go and watch that documentary. It's a really, really good documentary, man. And it's even more potent now that we've seen Cade in the Pistons jersey and we've seen him play for a season. It's even more potent now So y'all should go watch that, rewatch that when you ain't got nothing to do. You're laying in the bed at night, can't go to sleep. Watch that documentary, bro.
And if you want a trailer that's gonna get you hyped to want to watch all 4 parts, check out that interview with him and Isaiah.
Yeah, that was man. Yeah. Like I said, Cade he's different, man.
Yeah, he one of the ones, man.
Definitely different, man. Like I said, the demeanor, the leadership. And that was the reason why we got him, was the leadership. Just for instance, that sequence you brought up with Luka, when the Pistons, you got to think about it, because it becomes contagious. You know, dudes were struggling. Like Sadiq was really, really struggling today. You know what I'm saying? Killian, first half, couldn't make layups. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do pretty much anything. Floaters wasn't working, nothing. Him and Cade got in the game. Cade he started putting that lockdown defense on Luka. And next thing you know, Pistons started getting steals, dunks. It gave them a little jolt. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that type of stuff, it becomes contagious for your team. When your leader is out there doing it, and he said this in the documentary, when you see a leader out there doing that type of stuff, it lets the other guys know that, hey, we should be doing this too, or we can do this too. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want out of your lead guy. He'll put it on his shoulders. If he's having a bad game, he's going to find a way to get you off. You know what I'm saying? Until he can get himself back in rhythm. He's not going to go out there and just chuck up a bunch of shots. And, that's that. You know, that's more of what I've seen from some of the other guys in draft. I'm not even going to say the names. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's that selfishness is not there. It's just not there.
Yeah, he a different type of special, man. And like it showed, like you said, with the Oklahoma State season, like weren't they going through something where they didn't even know if they would qualify for the tournament, but he still kept pushing that team?
Yeah,
man.
So just build.
I ain't a vegan and I ain't a dad yet, but to be a 20-year-old vegan dad with that level of pressure on you, and for you to still be mad down to earth and relatable. Like we watched them signing stuff for everybody today. What was that, after or before the game?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, both, right? He was going hard, just like making sure nobody felt left out.
I mean, just look at their family. Yeah. Just the reach outs, you know what I'm saying? Guys like Cannon, genuine. Ashton, real genuine. You know what I'm saying? Really genuine. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, his surroundings, you see where he gets this stuff from his surroundings. Also, he gets it from his sister too. You know what I'm saying? He learned a lot from a lot of his family. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's brung that hospitality from Arlington, Texas here, you know what I'm saying, to Detroit, because it's relatable, because Arlington loves their people just like we here in Detroit love our people. Even though our fans like to shit on our players for some reason. Yeah. We love our people here in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Us versus everybody. So it was easy for him to adapt to that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't expect a lot of the Detroit versus everybody when it comes to, you know, the officials and everything, but that's going to take him a while to get used to. But like I said, when it comes to the fans and the people, that's why you see all these athletes, they stay here. And even if they go play somewhere else and retire, they return back here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's magnetic.
I think go ahead. I'm listening to you, Roswell.
Yeah, K loyalty. Like, bro, I feel like his loyalty is going to be equivalent to what Damian Lillard is to the Blazers. The only thing that backfired on Dame is that he went to an organization that won't get him help, that won't put him in the right situation. K, with Troy Weaver and what they got going on, even Kevin Durant had to admit it. He was like, man, these boys are going to be a force to be reckoned with in a few years. Like, you just not – Kevin Durant ain't even the type of person to even give you props like that if it ain't legitimate. You feel me?
He could have easily been like, bro, because they had just beat us, you know what I'm saying? He could have been like, bro, why are you asking me about other players? You know what I'm saying? He could have gave you any of that. But, you know, like I said, him, Chris Paul, DeMar DeRozan, every time somebody plays here, it's the same type of energy. Man, they got something with Cade. I love that kid, you know, this, that, and the third. So, like I said, he's on the players in the league are on notice. Yeah. It's just the league that needs to catch up. The league is not on notice.
And you notice, like, at times when you watch it, I watch Inside the NBA, you know, on TNT, you know, and you hear like Shaq and Dwayne Wade, Charles Barkley. None of them guys don't give love with Cade Cunningham. Candace Parker is the only one.
Yeah.
To make
But
sure.
you know why? Because Candace Parker is the only one that hasn't experienced failure to Detroit.
Yeah.
That's the problem. A lot of them old players and stuff like that, they still hate the Pistons.
Mhm.
We ruined Shaq and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to do something really, really special. We ruined that. Ben Wallace put Shaq on the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then not only that, not only the NBA, for instance, they of course Stan Van Gundy's gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? Of course he's gonna say, oh, he's gonna look for other things instead of giving props. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you gotta look at what the Pistons have done to some of these people. So I expect it from them. But when we get all these other bullshit shows where people never even played, the Stephen A's and the Shannon and that idiot, I don't even want to say his name, the old dusty retard. You know what I'm saying? Constantly hating. That's why they should have took Jalen Green.
Upset. You were so upset that time when Skip had tweeted saying about Jalen Green was better than Cade Cunningham.
Just like tonight, Cade he's consistently giving you 25, 8, and 7. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you these type of numbers, man.
And then Jalen Green, what is he doing? Nothing.
Just like I said, only thing he's giving you is points. That's it. You look in the score box, K. So he got 30 tonight with 1 assist, no steals. He ain't giving you shit else but shooting. That's it. So I expect that from him. You know what I'm saying? Because your job is strictly just scoring. That's what you are. You're not a leader. You're not going to make nobody on your team better. That's why Houston sucks. That's why they've sucked over the years.
Yeah.
That's why.
And I wanted into that sentiment, bro. I thought the same thing. I'm like, bro, when they got Jalen Green, I'm like, man, didn't we see this movie before? Like James Harden, supposed to be one of the greatest scorers of all time. They was saying he was better than Jordan, bro. Like Jordan scoring, and then he gets to the playoffs, and every single time in a big game, go 2 for 20. Go 2 for 20 like we at Chili's or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense, man. Like, he can't affect the game in any other way. No rebounds, no. When these players have bad games, bro, and can't contribute to winning in any other way but scoring, is a red flag. Even Kobe, when Kobe in one of those series and he had a bad game, he went and got 20 rebounds and still pulled the win out. Like, that's the type of level of contribution.
Look, before Cade played a Pistons game, back to the documentary, just in episode 1, they was asking Cade about that. Cade said, listen, on the off night, this man brung up rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if I can rebound to help my team win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why before the draft, that's why I was so high on Cade over the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I liked Mobley. I thought that's what we were gonna be forced to get.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why
he's solid too.
Yeah. So that's why I was so ecstatic when we did get that first pick. Like, bro, we get an opportunity to get this man. I've been watching all of this stuff, and I've been following Oklahoma. So it's just like, bro, we got an opportunity to get him now. Man, now that shot me through the roof. Because like I said, the stuff he says is so ahead of his time.
Isaiah was so impressed with him when he mentioned boxing out as one of his roles.
Yeah. Yep.
He said it's exactly what you were kind of just alluding to. He's like, yo, if I could just have the best night of boxing out. And then Isaiah was like, hold up, what?
And he said that contributes to winning.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference. It's not about me. I got something to prove. Forget everybody else. It's just me. And that's what they got in Houston over there with those two, with Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. Like I said, they have these great nights statistically, but they still taking L's. And they trying to figure out why. And that everybody hates Christian Wood over there. It's just disaster.
They
should have leader. Yeah, I want to get back to your point when you said about the James Harden situation. And you're absolutely right. I agree with everything you're saying. And then I think James Harden being the Philly now, him and Embiid is not going to work out. Philly, to me, I won't be surprised if Philly be knocked out in the first round.
The NBA killed James Harden when they took a lot of his exploiting moves away.
Yeah.
Exploiting the rules of the game.
Yeah.
So they're killing him with that, man. Like literally, he is literally out there the entire game crying for calls.
Yeah.
And Embiid is an even bigger one, flopping and crying for calls.
Crying for calls. And then when it's like when the Pistons beat them last week. Pistons played great defense, especially in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They played great defense. They, James Harden and Embiid keep crying for fouls. Now I get back on defense, and the Philly they're gonna have these problems going into the playoffs. Whoever they play, and they're gonna get knocked out first round.
You know what they did? What they did was they did something what the old Pistons teams used to do.
I was just about to say that.
They first of all they went at James Harden. He didn't get to relax on the defensive end. They was going at him. But at the same time, they said, hey, let Embiid get what he's going to get. But the rest of y'all ain't getting shit. And it turned out not being enough for the 76ers. Yeah, Embiid, sure. You look in the stat box, man, he played his ass off. But they're going to take this L because everybody else ain't getting off. Tobias, you ain't doing nothing.
Maxey, you ain't
doing the Maxey, man. They gave Maxey the flux. So that's what you do. That's how you beat Philly. And that's why I said that's why I asked everybody who they got to, who they picked to win the East. And that's why I said I'm going with Brooklyn. I don't care about what number they enter in the playoffs with. The thing with Brooklyn is you can't do that to them. But when you look at a team like Milwaukee got very fortunate that guys wasn't available for Brooklyn last year. Let's just be real about it. You ain't got that this year. Plus, they added to it. They added very, very good bench and support players. So it makes them even more dangerous in the playoffs. This is Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving in the playoffs. You can be a regular season warrior all you want to. Ask DeMar DeRozan, he knows about that. You see what I'm saying? But in the playoffs, you have to deal with Durant. You have to deal with Kyrie Irving. You have to deal with the rest of that starting five now that's flourishing because of those two. You got Drummond rebounding every goddamn thing now. Him and Kevin Durant look like they be ready to kiss each other out there on the court. So you look you got Seth Curry on this team now.
And what's the little young dog shooter on the team? Like I can't think of his name, but he was coming out the draft and he just had a wetter and he's starting to show improve too.
Bro, that team is structured.
You know what? I agree with the points that you're saying, King, but the problem is I have a problem with Brooklyn. They can't stop nobody.
Yeah, they gotta find a defender for sure.
They got to listen. They're gonna have to throw some bodies at Giannis. Nobody else on that team is polarizing. Nobody, because in the playoffs, Chris Middleton ain't Chris Middleton that you see right now. Chris Middleton is like an on and off switch in the playoffs every single time.
Yes.
They got lucky last season.
Okay,
because Chris Middleton was doing Chris Middleton things in the playoffs.
So Risewell, who do you got coming out the East?
I mean, if everything goes correct, like no injuries, no surprise like that, I got the Nets personally, just because, like, let's say, okay, Giannis, the people think that he's the most unstoppable player, right? And even put him on a level of dominance with Shaq. But it's not like as us with Pistons fans history in our head, dominance can be beat. Like Shaq, even though when we was playing him and we beat him in 04, like he would still kind of get his, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't matter because we won through team-oriented ways. So I feel like you can offset Giannis. And with KD and Kyrie,
every year Giannis has been beaten in the playoffs. That's what they've done.
Yeah,
one thing they kept him away from the basket as much as possible, and then they took everybody else out of the game in the playoffs, specifically in the playoffs. The Milwaukee Bucks always have a great regular season to fool people. But then in the playoffs, shit changes. Now, there's nobody on this planet that can look me straight in my face with two eyes and tell me that if Brooklyn wasn't healthy last season, they wouldn't have whooped the Bucks' ass. Period. No way that you win versus Brooklyn.
People don't even mention the fact that the Hawks was about to beat the Bucks before Trae Young got injured. Like, dog, the Hawks was about to get the Bucks out of there.
They literally got the squiggle straight there. They got lucky like Kawhi Leonard did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. Watch it, man.
Hey, he's a Clipper now. I'm talking about with Toronto, man. With Toronto.
Hey, so, okay, who do you got coming out these, my man? Who you got?
Okay, no, I think it's gonna be Milwaukee or the Heat, and I think the Brook Lopez infusion at the end of the year is gonna get Brooklyn over the top. It's gonna be a rematch, and they're gonna lose to Phoenix.
Wow, I'm gonna have to say, I don't sleep on Boston.
Oh, no, Boston out cold.
Don't sleep. You know what? If Boston,
they also some regular season warriors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boston out cold.
You gotta remember now.
They ain't never out cold in the playoffs.
Boston has been with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals twice.
Mm-hmm.
In what season?
They went in the bubble year, and then went the year with Kyrie was on the team, and Kyrie didn't play.
I just think that them losing Robert Williams and the Bucks gaining back Brook Lopez, because they had to make the adjustment all season. We haven't begun to see the boom that's going to provide for them. They learn to exist without him. He definitely more than a serviceable center. So it would have been nice to see Chicago. If Chicago could have kept Caruso and Lonzo, it would have been nice to see all four of them jockey back and forth. I would love to see that.
But the problem with the Bulls is they record against above 500 teams is horrible.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Oh, yeah, they ain't got it this year.
What about Miami makes you guys think that they'll win the East?
Oh, no.
I think it'll be by default and just by the fact that they got a good team infrastructure. I think it'll be like the bubble outside the bubble.
I agree. Miami, with a full healthy Miami team, they are one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA. They play together, you know.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Now Miami, the thing is, Jimmy Butler is gonna have to be consistent in the playoffs. He's clearly
which is another problem. We know his history in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He gonna have to be. He has to be consistent in the playoffs. He did good in that bubble I think they should have beat the Lakers. They should have. If Goran Dragic and Bam wasn't hurt, it would have been a different series, but that's whatever.
Some players just in the playoffs are just different. No disrespect to your Clippers, but you got one on your team. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Paul George. But last playoffs, I will give Paul George credit. He did get them through a few series, he was balling. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like the Clippers, they can be a wild card only if
hate your team.
Yeah.
I hate your team, Daryl. I hate your team because you got a lot of guys that I love over there.
Yeah.
But then it's a LA team, so I just can't get jiggy with it.
No.
but like I said, man, I'm so happy for some of the guys that's over there, to be honest, because I felt like they were good players when they was here. I just felt like we had a dumbass coach, and the Pistons just do terrible job of getting support and cast around here. But and some people was put in bad positions, like Reggie Jackson was put in a terrible position by Stan Van Gundy. But yeah, like I said, the Clippers, man, y'all just one thing with the Clippers, man, y'all just gotta stay healthy. You gotta stay healthy.
We just got.
I was gonna mention,
we just got Norman Powell back, and then the Clippers right now they blowing out Phoenix 84-55 is about to be in the fourth quarter, but Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and they ain't playing today, so it's that's probably one of the reasons why the Clippers really blowing them out like that, but I love what this Clippers team has done without Paul George being hurt, missing 43 games. Kawhi Leonard hasn't been out all year. Ty Lue's a hell of a coach, man. He's. I think he should be with top 3 in Coach of the Year candidate for what he did with this team. Without Paul George, without Kawhi, do you bring in Robert Covington?
What's going on with him? Because I seen something on Twitter. Somebody was posting a picture and he was walking into a gym or something like that. What's going on with Kawhi?
Kawhi is in progress of he's not going to play the rest of the season, but it's possible he may be playing in the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I was.
You know what's wild? If them in Brooklyn make it to the end, that'll be the wildest season ever.
That'll be some fireworks, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'll be the wild. Like the NBA was like, that'll be woo.
I'm still going. I don't know, man. Like, what's the injury situation? See, I got to look at some of these I don't look at West Coast teams enough. What's the injury situation with Golden State, bro?
Well, the Golden State, Curry, he's supposed to be back certified like first round. So he should be ready for the first round. That's what they said. They ain't going to play him no more for the season. I don't know how that's going to work, but then there's that Wiseman, he's going for the whole season. So he's not going to come back at all.
You said who? Greg Oden? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's some similarities for sure. It's there.
No, I'm just messing, man. So they need to do something to get that boy healthy, man. Good Lord.
Now Denver, they're not ruling out Michael Porter Jr. coming. They're not ruling him out. They in Jamal Murray. They not ruling both of them guys out either.
Denver ain't winning no damn West.
Oh no.
they got big fella over there. I get it, but they ain't winning no damn West. I'm sorry.
They the Utah Jazz of this generation.
Yes, bro. That's just what it is.
I thought they
shout out to Cali 9 too for the like button. Shout out, smash that like button.
Yeah, I thought they had something, but Michael Porter Jr. he got back problems. Like when you that young, having consistent back problems out of nowhere, keeping you out for months on end, I'm like, yeah, the Nuggets, they may as well go chalk it up.
It was, yeah.
And Jokic is keeping this team relevant, man. And I think he's going to win MVP again.
Denver is another place that's just unfortunate to be where they're located.
Yeah,
when playing, man, because they should have been they should have been attracting more over there. But then it's Denver. Like nobody want to go play in the ice mountains. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Portland. Nobody want to go play in Portland. It rain all the time in Portland. What am I gonna do? Go fishing and what am I gonna do in Portland? You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, unless you go to Denver, you want to play be a Bronco, Russell Wilson.
Well, go to this cold ass Mile High Stadium. I won't go there. They got the same situations like we got. You know what I'm saying? The only thing with us is, if we build correctly the way that we're doing right now, then you may be able to get some guys to say, hey, I'll just go over here because I want to win. But Detroit ain't destination A either.
But you just highlighted something I wanted to mention earlier. Is that our two linchpins that we could lean on with attracting free agents is we are notorious giant slayers, which we are on the cusp of beginning to see the forms of that happening now. And we believe in that family thing to the soul, to our bones. Yeah. Like we gotta promote that and have the word of mouth get out from the players to other players about how it really is here, because dealing with the cold is a reality.
Captain Goodness, you live in Denver? Because now look, now Daryl, as you know, back in the Clean Tech days, Clean Tech is from Denver. They're from Denver. Right. Denver is very freaking cold. I have a brother that lives in New Mexico that was driving to Denver. Denver is cold.
And so, if it was,
I don't know what you mean by Denver isn't cold.
Right. He mean minus the altitude. Like if they could kind of unfactor the altitude, then it would get a little warmer. Unfortunately, it ain't happening. Denver is cold.
Anytime it snows in September in Denver, that's how you know it's cold.
Exactly.
It snowed in September. in Denver. They had 3 inches of snow in Denver in September. It was like a couple years ago.
You know what? If I was like a bet man, I bet that Luka, the Mavericks, they getting out the first round against the Jazz.
Oh yeah, easily.
The Jazz is done.
Yeah, man. The Jazz is, man, they over there fighting each other.
They got to get rid of Donovan, bro.
Yeah,
that's a wrap.
Donovan, yeah, because they just paid what's the name? They ain't about to move him. Not with that damn contract. So
You got to get rid of Donovan, bro.
The guy out of there.
He blow that team up, man. That's how I feel, because you just got a whole bunch of old guys on there too.
Yeah, you paid Goldberg too much money. Too much money.
Exactly.
Donovan showing them signs of being like a junior James Harden, man. He better shake that off before people start turning on him.
Listen, Donovan got a chance early to not be a Damian Lillard later in his career. He can get the hell out of there now.
Yeah.
While he got a chance. And he should come to the Pistons immediately, because he was supposed to be here from the beginning.
And we just play
but you know who's gonna go after him though?
Who?
New York. They're gonna go after him.
I can see him in New York.
Yeah, they just want to splash.
They've been thirsty for that type of guard in New York. That's a good fit for him.
Yeah.
They was willing to pay Sexton. They was like clamoring to hope to pay Sexton if he would have been available this year.
They need to, man. He gonna cost too much, you know what I'm saying, for some teams, but I would do it if I'm New York.
What y'all think we should do with our cap space? Like it's a chance we're gonna have even more than what we got now, which is looking like 30. Should we hold off for like mid-season, or should we get busy in free agency?
I would say take what comes. You know,
Okay.
Like I said, just if there's something available, that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Just the way Troy we've been doing it. He ain't gonna jump for nothing. He ain't trying to jump over the moon for nothing. If something is available, we take it. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain.
Yeah, Troy, he's been masterful when it comes to these type of things, these deals. It seems like every time we do a deal, the Pistons comes out like threefold on top. Like that's how it's been. So I feel like if it's nothing that jumps off the page for him, and it's something that's minor and has a lot of risk behind it, he's not going to take it. But I don't think this is the year to throw the entire cap space at free agents. This is not that year.
This free agency is horrid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's the most unsexy free agency I've seen. Like it's just terrible.
And I agree with everything y'all been saying. It's only one thing that I don't want him to do. And it's the only really super questionable move that I've seen Troy make from my perspective is I don't want us to just be the salary dump place where people just send us their veterans.
Our history and past.
Because I'm thinking of DeAndre Jordan contract, how we still paying that for another year outside of this year. I don't want no more of that. Other than that, I'm whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't want us to be the cap space in a 3-team trade to help another team get better, and we don't reap the benefits. That's my main.
Hell yes. Absolutely, Bobo. Absolutely, Bobo. I say Bobo.
Oh, for sure. Gotta bring Bagley back.
Yeah, bring Bagley. Yeah.
Yes.
What's going to be his number, though? Is it going to be more like the 7 that they predicted originally, or is it going to be more like the 14, which was a ceiling?
Well, I mean, I know that they had some certain type of criteria that he had when he signed with the Kings with minutes.
They made sure they met.
Yeah.
That would have kept him at the 7.
Yeah.
But when I just checked Hoop Hype earlier, they had him projected at 14. So I was just wondering if y'all had more info on that one.
I need to double check on that, man, because it was some real janky type stuff.
I went 10 and under for him. I ain't with 14 to 18. Yeah. Just because he really gonna have to be a minutes provider. I'm not certain if he stable enough on the defensive end to be a starter.
That is my only gripe with him. Number one, health, obviously, but on the defensive end, I just want more effort. Yeah. Like I said, I want that same athleticism that you catch alley-oops with on the defensive end.
Yeah,
that is my only thing.
I think you can do it too.
And his body. I need him to get in the gym and invest in his body this offseason. You got Isaiah Stewart. excuse me, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey on this team, built like machines. You need to be in the gym with them. This man's been in the league for 4 years, and his body looks exactly the same.
And you
He
know
need to
what's
start.
scary too? You know what's scary too? I looked at LeBron's rookie picture, man. And his frame was looking a lot like K's. Like, I ain't saying K gonna get to LeBron level bulk, but I'm just saying, like,
Oh, you talking about Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine?
Yeah. You talking about for the Bulls?
No,
No.
I was talking about LeBron. Like,
Oh, you said LeBron.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said Levine. I was like, Levine.
No. LeBron. Like, I saw him in his rookie year. He wasn't built out the gate. And I feel like
Right.
K has a lot of real estate to go when it comes
Yeah.
to strength.
He got the muscle tone. He just got to bulk the him and Killian got to do the opposite thing. Killian got to chisel up.
No,
Yeah,
Killian's solid too.
Killian put the
But his baby fat solid
that's
though.
crazy y'all just mentioned that because I was just pulling up this difference. I'm trying to get this was Killian Hayes from rookie season. Let's see.
Yeah, he done bulked up, but it's like that baby weight. You gotta like rock it up.
Total difference. He bulked up a lot.
Yeah. It's like he ate mad potatoes and ain't do no push-ups. That's what it looked like.
This was him right before we drafted. I don't know if it's gonna show clear enough, but
Right.
right before we drafted him, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't skinny, but he wasn't what he is now. And then, like I said, in one off season, he bulked up. Here's a better picture. He bulked up tremendously. This was the year right before we drafted him, because he only played. The crazy part though, this dude is 17 on this picture. He only played professional over there for 2 years, and then you jump to the NBA.
He said he's still getting used to the weight increase. I think that, like, if anybody weight trained, they did this before. Like, it's a difference between bulking up and shredding up.
They got the system to do it.
I think so. With the performance facility being 3 miles away, and then the cruise facility being a mile away from that.
Like I think you look at Stu and Sadiq, bro. I mean, bro, look like machines, bro. Especially in person. Sadiq is way in person.
Yeah, he brought it.
Sadiq put together.
Yeah.
Let's say that, to say the least.
Yeah,
you got Ben Wallace walking around here. Get Bagley in the gym with them.
Mm-hmm.
He need to get his body together, bro. Because part of the reason he gets these injuries is because his body has not transformed for 4 seasons. You've been here. Your body has not transformed.
And
it was like that was in Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If they worried about bulking up affecting their jumpers, I'm cool with that. But they still got to get closer to Carson Edwards' legs, though.
Yeah, they need to get some strength. And like I said, man, when K get that weight, that little bit of weight and muscle, man.
His more on his lower legs at this point, like his arms and his shoulders is broad, like how y'all were just describing. He got room to even further develop those.
Yeah.
But if he can get,
to be honest,
if he can get his legs just a little better, they can't move them then.
Their bodies are still, Sadiq is more. He's just a little bit older, so his body is pretty much there.
Mm-hmm.
K, Killian, guys like that, their body is actually still developing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, when K, oh my God, he's going to be so polarizing.
Did you see that? Did you see that play when he bumped Drummond off the square, man?
Bro,
that was crazy.
Like I said, he already at this size right now, he's already getting in your chest. And that comes from, like I said, playing against his brother, training with Ashton.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Being used to that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when you add that, oh my God, man.
So you know what? You just saw Marcus Bagley. All he gotta do is hang with Cade and keep eating peanut butter and jellies, man. Just bulk up a little bit for it.
Yeah, Marvin Bagley gotta get that body together, man.
Yeah, he got to. He got so much talent and potential, man.
Yeah.
And K gonna be so when he get that. Oh man, he gonna be like remind me of how Carmelo was when Carmelo got in the league. Carmelo was just so buff and strong, and you couldn't do nothing with him. Answer for him when that young Carmelo.
Because, like I said, he can take you. He can shoot threes. He can do mid range, but then he can take you on the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At point guard, what the hell you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You can't do nothing. You're Luka. Luka is not super chiseled, but he's stocky. He's big.
Yeah.
He a truck. You can't move him.
So when he hits you in the chest, you gonna bag up. So he's
gonna
Kawhi
Leonard and Paul George, some of the best perimeter defenders in the league.
Yep.
Like, and I know you a Clipper guy, man, but you gotta admit, Luka was getting to that rack at will.
He was getting to the rack, whatever he wanted. I just think the Clippers, they made in-game adjustments later on. As the game progresses.
I mean, but like, okay, but I'm just saying, man, listen, Cade, he has that same type of game to where he could be like in Luka, he's a liability on defense. Cade, man,
it's not.
Cade
is an asset.
He's 20. Our backcourt guards are 20 years old. Do y'all hear me?
They special, bro.
Yeah,
we're talking about 20-year-olds, bro.
Yeah,
they special, dog.
Look at Memphis. Look at Memphis with their guards. I mean, John Moran got to get some weight. You know, it is what it is. He got to get some weight.
He scares the shit out of me.
Every time he goes
the hell out of. He plays
with reckless abandon.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
I see Derrick Rose every time.
Yeah.
He gotta be careful, bro.
But you ever heard of that Kyle Howard dude?
You got other guys like Desmond Bain, Tyus Jones. Them guys is huge.
Yeah, they stocky.
They stocky. And they will play defense.
I think that's what we creating here now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what I said. The Pistons, I was saying earlier, Pistons could be like how going to building be like how Memphis was built from the draft.
Absolutely.
And see, that's the thing. That's why I've always said over this entire season to the fan base, be patient, because you look at this team, you look at what you have, look what they're doing at these young stages. Troy Weaver is building you something that's going to go for a long way.
He said that initially. Remember, he said continued success. He didn't say
continued success, bro. That's the difference between a great GM and just
a flash in the pan.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
And King, I would like to apologize.
For what?
I'd like to apologize to disrespecting Troy Weaver, saying he sucks. He didn't know what he was doing. He's horrible.
He okay with
it. I apologize from the bottom of my heart as real talk.
We talk about this on my podcast channel, man. My brother Big A, he says this all the time. It's the past trauma that we've dealt with, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to previous GMs and management, because we see some of these things happening, and we've never been a team to develop anybody. You know what I'm saying? We've never done these type of things we're doing. So it's that trauma, you know what I'm saying? And automatically when they do something, it's like, see, I told you, here it go.
I like this Spencer again, this Middleton again.
I knew it. I knew they was gonna do something. There it is. You know what I'm
saying? And you know what? And then I say too, I was telling somebody, I was like, damn, this motherfucking Troy Weaver, he gonna be damn Matt Millie.
That's sad that the Lions faults trickled over to the Pistons, bro. That's sad.
And you know what?
That's real life trauma.
I can't wait for this NFL draft in a couple weeks, man. We're gonna discuss it later on, but I can't wait for this NFL draft. This is gonna be very interesting. I'm very curious with the Lions, who they're gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm very curious who the Lions is gonna pick. So
yeah, I did see this, Elton. We seen me and the Carlo man, we seen Troy Weaver at the beginning of the game. We seen him down there walking around doing this thing or whatever, man. And he's always observing. That's just what he does. They talk about, I talked to his brother through Instagram or whatever, especially during the off season. But he always says, the players will tell you, he'll be up there on the balconies just watching, you know what I'm saying? Man. Evaluating. That's what he does. He's a think tank. That's what he is. He's a think tank.
I called him out and about, right? And I'm like, so the games, March Madness was on the TVs where we was at. And I'm like, who you want to win? Like you got connections with Syracuse. I know love the DC area. He's like, I'm scouting players, and I'm like, that man's at work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
He didn't even have
I
no
was so
emotional whims about it. He like, I'm scouting.
I was so happy about this at training camp this past before the season started to see Troy Weaver there. He was even sitting there evaluating the Lions, bro.
That's what I'm getting, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He was him and Dwayne Casey was there, but he was sitting there talking to Brad Holmes, pointing to players and stuff like that. Like, this dude is really he does
he's on it.
Yeah, he does his thing, man. So to hear that they have a relationship, you know, a friend relationship where they you know, have become you know, close, you know what I'm saying? That's great. Because hopefully that can shed over a little bit to the Lions, bro.
We need to start printing some shirts that say Detroit 2025, bro, because this city gonna be lit up. It's gonna be the city of champions again, man. Like how it was in the 50s. None of us was here for the 50s, but they about to show and prove on that for sure.
Like I said, I graduated in 2004, and just around that time was a great time to be around. It really was, bro. Like I said, I graduated that year. The Pistons won that year. The Tigers was good that year. Everything was great.
Yeah, just think, Ford Field was new. Tigers was making the World Series. Pistons still going to Eastern Conference Finals after just winning the banner.
Great.
It's back on the popping for sure.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe Troy Weaver need to scout the Tigers too, man. Maybe need to scout them as well, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm changing baseball right quick. I think
that's all good.
I think the Detroit Tigers going to make a lot of noise once they stay healthy.
Yep.
And I think the Tigers could win that division this year. I think the Tigers could make a playoff run.
Yeah,
they gonna resemble what the Pistons gonna resemble next year.
The city actually feels that way. Like I said, I think if we don't get rained out, which I truly do believe we will, we don't get rained out Friday.
We got to get down there.
It's gonna be live downtown.
Yeah, we got to get down there if it don't get rained out for sure.
Pistons play too. It's gonna be live Friday. So if we do get some sunshine, oh please do, which I still think we don't. But yeah, it's gonna be live downtown, man, because that buzz is real.
If we do, I'm headed straight to the brass rail and go mess with Woodward, man, because they've been holding it down even through the stinking years. So
man,
go party hard with them jokers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Look at they say Tigers. I think the Lions. If they do smart in the draft, and it's going to be a process. If they smart in the draft,
that's
even last season. If you saw the progression late in the season that the Lions was playing harder, their best game they had last year when they beat the crap out of Arizona. It made Arizona look like some punks. I think seeing the Lions, they
muscled them jokers.
And I'm happy that I like that defensive coordinator. What's his name? Glenn. What's his name?
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. He's one of the most underrated defensive coordinators.
Yo, so check this out. When you said that, right? My bad too. So earlier we talking about how all these pundits got all these negative things to say about our team or just straight up omitting them from the conversation, right? If they did a list of the top 20 leaders in the NBA under 20 and Cade ain't on there, I don't even care after 1 year, then it's illustrating how biased they are. Because under 25 to be a 20-year-old brother, he got it upstairs.
Listen, I was listening to one of those podcasts with it was one of those draft guys, and basically he worked with ESPN, and he did a whole list on the under 25 list, you know, of the guards of the future, and he said he asked should he put Cade on there, and it was like no, he didn't get a year in yet, but if you look at the accolades that he's getting,
proof is in the pudding already.
He in the airs of Michael Jordan. Like
I have not seen somebody compare in numbers as a rookie as much to Michael Jordan as Cade has this season.
Yeah, I know one of y'all could better. I know one of y'all could better echo these stats for me. But what was that game where he did even one up Michael Jordan? It was like he had the 5 threes that Michael didn't do. It was like 5 boards, 5 assists. I can't remember how many
Crazy.
points, but
I was there. You
yeah,
talking about the Nuggets game. The Nuggets
right.
game, he dropped 34 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 blocks, 2 steals, and on some good, like really good efficiency. Like, only reason the Nuggets got out of there with that one was because Jokic got every single foul. I was like, man, did I just pay to see a game or a free throw contest?
Free
like,
throw contest, man.
he out here just shooting mid. But yeah,
Yeah, and this one was crazy. The differentiator between him and Jordan was the 5 threes. Because by no means was Jordan hitting 5 threes as a rookie.
and
in the
free
game.
throws. He was not getting free throws, bro.
And no free throws.
And that game you talking about against Denver, when they play against Denver, that's when Candace Parker on inside.
Yeah, she was like, put some respect on his name.
Yeah, she the one that put some respect to that man K Cunningham's name.
Listen,
because everybody they just wanted to brush it off like, oh, it's the Pistons. Who cares? They ain't winning no way.
Listen, anytime that you can put up 30 points and not get one single fucking free throw,
right?
Crazy.
Like, are you kidding me, bro?
We
know we well know that a lot of these stars around this league, they getting these 25, 30 plus point games with a lot of free throws with it.
Yeah, or 15 attempts from the free throw line.
This man didn't get no free throws. You know what I'm saying, in the game, and you see he still gave you 30.
And smooth 30.
Yeah.
The hard way. That's the hardest way.
He just recently got 30-some points against Brooklyn, but he didn't have that many free throw attempts.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those points came in the third and fourth quarter.
Listen, when you talk about MVP numbers, bro, like, listen, if you give him the normal free throws, not even the free throws that the MVP, the people in the MVP conversation, the Jokic, the Embiid, you ain't got to give
just 6 to 8 free throws.
Half of that. Give him half of that, bro. And he's averaging like 24, 25.
I honestly think they doing it because they just don't want this man to get Rookie of the Year. Because
they see the comment coming.
If he gets that respect, bro, it's not even a question. This dude is giving you 40-point games if he gets free throws. He's 34 points with no free throws. Imagine if he got to the line.
So
50 points.
Remember when you mentioned Shaq and Chuck and them hating because they didn't got burnt by Detroit before? They see the comment coming, bro.
Y'all got to see these performances we getting out these young kids. For instance, got to bring it up. The Saddiq Bey 51-point performance.
Oh yeah,
it ain't like he was just going to the free throw line 50 times.
And you know what? And nobody, when he dropped that 51 points, nobody didn't mention it.
Nope.
This was so ironic about that coverage. They was bigging up Kyrie for the 60. Less than 6 days later, he put up 51 on the same team, but then it's discounted because it's the Magic.
Yeah.
But it wasn't discounted when Kyrie shook him up and gave him 60.
Correct. Hatred.
I'm saying.
And I saw a comment on Twitter, man. It was so absurd, man. I had to go off on him. Like, it was a ratio because it was like, dude, he said that Saddiq, he's just I'm not high on him because he's just another Buddy Hield. Like, he just gets his money off 3-pointers. I'm like, dude, you watch the games?
No.
I can explain the difference real quick.
Now, 75% of Pistons fans in general overall, they do not watch games. They pick up the phone after the games and go through the stat boxes.
Exactly. Because this is what they ain't paying attention to.
Talking to fucking special ed students.
Man.
This what they not considering. This is the difference between Buddy Hield and Saddiq Bey. Villanova and Oklahoma. Yep. When you being taught by Jay Wright in that system, you a different player than somebody going to Oklahoma.
Another thing, they don't know college basketball either.
At all.
They don't watch that.
At all. They just had a question on ESPN. They said, which program won the most championships in the past 5 years? You know, everybody scratching their head. Coach K, Kentucky. They're like, Jay Wright. Easily.
All right, y'all. It's been
Is
2
this
hours.
on?
Yeah,
Is this on?
it's been 2 hours, man. I
There
got
you go.
It's 12:30, man. I
Hey, I
definitely
appreciate y'all, brothers, and thanks for inviting me in.
Hey,
Hey, King,
listen.
thanks for inviting me too, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
you
much
guys for
love and
coming
respect to
man.
all y'all.
Y'all got to we definitely got to do this more. We're gonna have to do it more, especially during the off season, because it's gonna be boring. So
Now we gonna keep the energy going. Hey, the reason I wanted to hop on because when you hopped on earlier, it was like how we sounded at the game towards the end. So I was like, I gotta get in here, bring a little energy up in this piece. So whenever, man, let's do it.
Absolutely, man. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that was in the stream. All 100 plus of you guys, man. Make sure you smash the like button. It helps my algorithm out a lot. And like I said, we'll be going to the game Friday. We wrapping this season up, so let's enjoy this Pistons basketball as much as possible, man. Let's continue to be a force on Twitter, Facebook, groups, wherever we at. Let's make it known that Cade is the rookie of the year.
Yeah,
let's definitely do that, man.
Hey, look, y'all, too. This one, a quick one. We gotta wrap our hands and our arms around this team and support them. Like, if we want to see more of us being able to hop on King's show and create more energy for us, it's y'all support. This 444 messages in the chat that does that. The hitting the like button, that subscribe button. We got to treat this team the same way. Let's start coming out to events, even if you can't pay for the largest event. Go out to whatever is free. Yeah. Be there. Let's show some support. Let them know how much they mean to us in terms of their performance. And let's bang out, Detroit. We all we got. We definitely all we need.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So rise above, Daryl. Man, I had some pizza. My bad, y'all.
Oh, great.
Mr. Preview, man. I appreciate you guys for coming on. And like I said, let's do this again next time after the game Friday.
Let's do it. Much love, brother, and y'all be good and stay safe out here. Stay strong as always.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Y'all stay safe, man.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.